Want to bring Andy up, who recently presented, is a 1 Million Cups community member, and he's going to talk about and introduce the wonderful young ladies that are in our community this week for Columbia College's Summer Leadership Institute. You're going to get to hear some great ideas, and we ask that you be mentors, coaches, and help us celebrate some of the ideas that these ladies are sharing. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Andy.
So I just want to start off, first off, thank you so much for inviting the Columbia College Summer Leadership Institute to be with you all this morning. Just want to give a little bit of background information, so I'm going to stick to my notes so I don't miss anything. Columbia College, we believe in sharing our mission and our roots of serving women leaders, so we're starting with them in high school. Since our founding 28 years ago, this is the largest week program. There's been a number of sponsors as well as scholarships that's been able to make this event possible as well throughout the week. This particular group, they're called Step Above. They're rising 11th and 12th graders. They're in South Carolina as well as surrounding areas. They are participating in the most advanced leadership program that we have, but this week we've also infused a little bit of a leadership concept, which is why they're here today to present their ideas. Just at the beginning of this week, so a little bit more than 24 hours ago, they went into 4 teams and they developed, from what I have heard, 1 social entrepreneurship ideas as well as a couple of widgets that you all are going to hear today. So I just want to keep in mind that they are in high school and they just shared their ideas as well as created them. They were able to complete a lean canvas already this week as well. So they're here today to share the highlights as well as the frameworks of their ideas as well as their businesses. So, of course, they're in high school, so we have a little bit of a fun team names for them. So they're emojis. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Team Winky Face. You may want to step forward so that the mic can pick you up. Don't be scared.
I guess we'll start down here. We're Team Winky Face. My name is Lonnie. My name is Kamari. My name is Trevor. My name is Kenesia. My name is Ajay. I'm Haley. I'm Cordesia. I'm Imani. I'm Courtney. I'm Asia. I'm Akili. And I'm Devin. So today our idea is a TV network for HBCUs. We felt that they needed, they kind of get pushed in the background when it comes to dealing with their sports. So we came up with the TV network, Black University Sports Network, and the acronym will be BUSSY.
We decided to do this because it will provide HBCUs a sports outlet for their athletes, for people to enjoy at their leisure. We're going to include football, basketball, volleyball, golf, gymnastics, all the sports that ESPN would offer.
We thought that this would be a nice idea because we felt that sometimes they get pushed in the background because they're all black universities, so they don't get as much spotlight and enough time to show their talents as an interracial school would.
So according to Campus Lately, in 2016's NFL draft, only 3 HBCU students were drafted. But then a year later, it increased to 4 students. And according to Essence, 10% of NFL's Hall of Fame included HBCU athletes.
Another segment that we would show on the channel would be following these athletes as they leave college and to show what they do in the community once they progress in their life.
We would partner with TV providers, so your local TV like Comcast, Spectrum, Direct, AT&T Universe.
Our TV startup package would be $4.99, and that would provide us with a little more professional help to get us started, as well as help us along the way once we get started as far as how do we keep people interested with our network to keep it going. That's it.
That was fantastic. Future Media Mogul. So what we're going to do is we're going to have each of the teams present, their concept. So just sort of park that in your your random access memory, and then at the end, they're all going to come back up, and y'all will have a chance to ask some questions and get some clarification. So great job, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
So next we're going to have Team Archives.
Good morning, everyone. Our team is Team Hard Eyes. I'm Rachel. I'm Brianna. I'm Faith. I'm Nia. I'm Nisha. I'm Christian. I'm Lamaya. I'm Angel. I'm Yair. I'm Lonnie. I'm Aday. I'm Erin.
Alright, so we had to all choose a problem to tackle when thinking about creating our product and our company. So we decided to think about something that was kind of related to our own lives as like teenagers, which is charging, like our phones, devices, things of that nature. And the problem with charging devices now is that you usually have to have some sort of wire or cord. And then like a lot of times there's this thing called battery anxiety. So like you'll be somewhere and you're like, oh my gosh, my phone's about to die. What am I gonna do? So we decided to kind of combat that problem not only for personal devices, but for like larger things such as medical devices, like in airports and things of that nature. And with that being said, people have kind of already tried to tackle this problem. So like Samsung, Apple, and there's a corporation called QI, and they're all kind of working towards broadening wireless charging. But the thing that separates us apart is that we want to create a cloud-based charging system, and it's called Clarge, and that means that instead of having to use a physical pad or outlet, instead you just connect through the cloud like Wi-Fi. So I'm the creator / developer of this, and everyone's just gonna list. We all have different roles in our company. So
I'm the PR, which is the public resource manager. So per se, business open or restaurant open, I would go to them and introduce our product in hopes that they would buy it. So I deal with finance, so I do like direct investments, I do financial reports, anything with selling it, and I do profits, money, things like that.
I'm the engineer, so I would design the product and make it. I'm the graphic designer.
I'm in charge of community outreach. I'm in charge of making sure that people know about our product.
I'm the spokesperson.
I'm the social media coordinator, so I assist the PR.
I'm the manager, so I manage the whole company.
I'm the assistant manager, so I like oversee the roles. But I'm not really the manager.
I'm the CEO. I literally oversee like the whole operation. And the product designer. I kind of help out with like the engineering.
Yeah, so we plan to implement Clarge in large places where they need it the most, such as hospitals, first responders, airports, and we don't really want to sell it directly to individuals like for their homes quite yet, but Anisha's going to explain like pricing and how.
We were planning on teaming up with TV providers and different Wi-Fi's, and we were going to sell it to them for $2 to $3 billion, and we were going to make a 30% profit off of how much they sell it to their customers.
And Maya's going to explain how like people such as yourselves can use it if you were in these spaces.
So, like, in those places, I was going to have, like, a pad to where, like, you can tap it and, like, it gives you the password in order to use it. Because once you leave, like, you're not connected to it.
Yes. So it works sort of like Wi-Fi. So if you're in an area such as the library, they could have a Clarge system set up. And when you're in the building, you connect to it and then your phone just starts charging. And you can like move around throughout the library, but once you move away, sort of like Wi-Fi, it goes away. So yeah, and we think this would be really beneficial because people such as first responders, they could kind of have their devices or their medical equipment always charged and ready to go and not have to worry about it possibly dying or running out of battery if they're like trying to save someone's life. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Hello, I'm Cameron McGahee, and I'm here with HELP. HELP is a nonprofit organization that provides support to teenagers who have experienced mental or physical trauma due to abuse.
Hello, I'm Talisa Wilson. I'm the CEO here at HELP. Our treatment plan consists of, actually right within our name with our abbreviations, health, empathy, attention, and a listening ear for that problem, and also therapy. We deal with a lot of say there's a teenager who's had a bad family situation domestically with physical trauma, we go in and we help them. With that exact issue. We assess their physical attributes and also the mental treatment, what it is to have a treatment plan afterwards.
Hi, my name is Valerie, and this is Mackenzie, and we are the physical therapists.
We provide rehab and support to those who have experienced trauma physically, and then they can receive the mental.
Hi, everybody. My name is Courtney. I am the mental therapist in this organization. I basically just sit down with my patient and I listen to everything that they have to say that's going on with them internally.
Hi, I'm Ryan Green. I'm the outreach coordinator. I work closely with the social worker to get to check on the teenagers' home situations to make sure they're not going back to a terrible situation. And I also talk to our partner shelters to make sure that the kids can go stay there in case something does happen.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm the social worker here. I help with foster kids or regular kids, and I get them in better homes if they have any bad home situation, which I contact them with.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm the lawyer for HELP, and I'm basically here to provide assistance regarding help for teens.
Hello, I'm Nina, and this is Bree. We are the mentors for health.
As mentors, we'll assist our teenagers with help during and after to help them find a job and to also help them when it comes to finding a job.
My name is Jasmine, and I'm the marketing executive. So it's basically my job to bring in funding for our company since it's a nonprofit. And I also market locally and also internationally so we can eventually go around the country and help other teams.
So hi, I'm Anarko, and I am the international director, and my job is to travel to those countries to provide help to teens all over the world.
And last but not least, we're going to have Team Crying Laughing.
I'm Abigail.
I'm Grace. I'm Dallas. I'm Jalen.
I'm Deja.
I'm Autumn. I'm Bridget. I'm Savannah.
I'm Sierra.
I'm Nisha.
I'm Zimri.
I'm Nadia.
I'm Egypt. And I'm Haley.
Personally, I'm afraid, or kind of not afraid to say that I'm size 20. But many people out there are. So we wanted to create a clothing brand / line that we can find, clothing and stuff that fits our proportionate and disproportionate bodies and things that are affordable and cute with designs. So we created figures. A clothing brand that has all the clothing sizes you can imagine, from 000 to sizes like 50, 60 for women.
Figures is an all-inclusive women's clothing brand. We have petite to plus, and they will all be in the same building together. They will have the same pattern and design throughout all of the sizes so that no one feels excluded. Also, it's kind of embarrassing to go to petite or to plus away from the regular clothes. So we will have a rack with a certain item, and it will have all of the sizes all together, and they will all be the same price.
So a lot of stores have a petite section or a plus section, like she said, or they might even have them all in the same place. But what sets us apart is that as a company, we want our customers to feel empowered and satisfied with their shopping experience with us. We plan to provide superior customer service, such as expert fitting, and we just want everybody to feel included and like they can rely on our brand. We'll have a physical location so that you can come to the store, see the product, and that'll give us a little more reliability than having an online presence. And once we've established that credibility, we might consider an online presence.
So our prices are going to be affordable, and they're going to be low prices but financially balanced.
So the idea with this business is that we would probably begin advertising through social media. Knowing that a lot of people are on Instagram or on Twitter or anything like that, we'd want them to scroll through, see a cute outfit, see a model that they can see, like see this cute outfit that they can see themselves in, see a model that looks like them. That's another way of empowering that, that's a different approach. A short-term goal for us is to
be able to maintain this wonderful store that we plan on having. A long-term goal would probably be expanding to online, but we wouldn't do that unless we know for sure that we would have a great following. So